Namaste, good morning, good evening. This is day 8 of learning how to speak simple everyday Hindi. Today we'll take another look at some pronouns and what is probably the most common verb in Hindi, hai or to be. So let's start. Now if you remember, we looked at this set of first and second person pronouns on day 2. A quick recap. So for first person, we have main and mera, which is I and mine or my. For you, singular, we have tu, tum, aap. And for your, singular, it's tera, tumhara and aapka. For plural, we have aap and aapka. So we covered both singular and plural for second person, but not for first person. So let's first add that. Hum means we and hamara is our. So main is singular, hum is plural, and mera is singular, hamara is plural. So for instance, if you want to say I am a boy, it would be मैं लड़का हूँ. And if you want to say we are boys, it would be हम लड़के हैं. Or if you want to say my house versus our house, it would be मेरा घर versus हमारा घर. You know, a lot of people in India actually use these as the royal plural. So they'll say something like हम ठीक हैं instead of मैं ठीक हूँ, which means I am well and not we are well. Or they'll say हमारा नाम श्रेया है instead of मेरा नाम श्रेया है. Right? So they will use we or hum or हमारा or our in a sentence where it's technically singular, but it's like a royal thing, like they are giving respect to themselves, saying the plural form. But grammatically, मैं is singular and hum is plural. Now, let's move to the third person pronouns. He, she and it being for non-living things. In these words, there is a slight variation from what we actually write and which words we use in conversations. This is more of a modernization of the Hindi language. The more pure or Shuddh Hindi you say, you will actually say what is written over here. But today in like everyday language, we don't necessarily use these exactly. These are still what is written when you are reading, however. So starting with yeh and veh. Yeh, veh. Yeh is for he, she, it, especially when they are near you. Even if you want to say this, that would be yeh. So if you're using it for he, she or it and the person or the thing is near you, it would be yeh. If he, she, it is far from you, then it would be vah. And in a sentence, if you want to use that, then that also will be vah. So yah is something near, vah is something far. And these are singular. If you have plural, this will be ye. And those would be ve. So if a bunch of people are far from you, it will be ve. But if the bunch of people, they are close to you, like in proximity, then it would be ye. Ye and ve can also be used if you're using the words for a singular person, but you want to show respect. Just like we used aap, in this one we used aap. Even though it was plural, we can use it when you want to talk about someone older in either age or someone who you want to show respect to. You could use aap. Similarly, even ve can be used for someone when you're trying to show respect. Or ye can be also used because these are plural forms, but they can be used like that. So now you have yeh, veh, ye, ve. Okay? Yeh, veh is singular. Ye, ve is plural. However, when you're actually talking, as I said, it will be slightly different. Unless you're speaking in pure Shuddh Hindi, it will be slightly different. You will be using ye for both singular and plural when it's close, and wo for both singular and plural if they are far. Ye and wo. So instead of 4 different versions, you'll have only 2 versions. Ye and wo. Okay? How will you actually figure out if the ye and wo is singular or plural in the sentence? For that, you have to look at the other words around it, mainly the hai or the to be, which we will discuss a little later. So you will just use ye and wo. If something is close, it is ye. If something is far, it is wo. Now, just like for the first and second person pronouns, we have words which are relational words. So we have iska for his, her and its when it's close to you in proximity, and uska when it's far from you, right? So if it's his home, but the guy is far from you, then it will be uska ghar. And if the guy is standing close to you, then it would be iska ghar, right? So the person who we are talking about, if that person is close to you, he's standing or sitting close to you, then it would be iska, and if the person is far, then it would be uska. For plural, it will be inka and unka. So if a bunch of people are standing close to you and you want to say it's their house or it's their home, it will be inka ghar. And if the bunch of people are standing far from you, then it would be unka ghar. Okay? Iska, uska, inka, unka. So the third person pronouns are ye, iska, wo, uska, ye, inka, wo, unka. Okay, so let's just look at a few sentences and see if it makes sense. So someone asks, ye kya hai? Ye kya hai? Kya is what? Hai is. And ye is this. So ye kya hai translates to what is this? So if someone is asking ye kya hai, it means that they are asking about something that is close to them. So your answer could be ye ek kursi hai or ye kursi hai, which means this is a chair. Kursi is chair. You could say ye meri kitab hai, so this is my book. Meri means my. Then ये तुम्हारे लिए मिठाई है. ये तुम्हारे लिए मिठाई है. This is the first time we are looking at a sentence like this. तो ये तुम्हारे लिए means for you. मिठाई is sweets. So मिठाई is actually the singular form, but if you're using mitai, it generally would mean like a box of sweets or one type of sweets. If you use the plural, it would generally mean different types, a variety of sweets. So ये तुम्हारे लिए मिठाई है. This is sweet or sweets for you. ये means this, तुम्हारे लिए for you, मिठाई है. So different forms could be ये कुर्सी है, ये एक कुर्सी है, ये मेरी किताब है, this is my book. ये तुम्हारे लिए मिठाई है, this is sweets for you, or I have got sweets for you, right? So this is sweets for you. Next, let's look at वो क्या है? What is that? So if someone is asking वो क्या है, it means that they are asking about something which is kept far from them. So वो क्या है? वो एक बादल है. बादल is cloud. वो बादल है. So a cloud is obviously far. So वो बादल है. वो हमारा घर है. That is our house. हमारा means our, घर is house, वो is that, है is. वो हमारा घर है. वो उनकी गाड़ी है. वो is that, उनकी is their, गाड़ी is car, है is. That is their car. वो उनकी गाड़ी है. Okay? तो वो एक बादल है, वो बादल है, वो हमारा घर है, वो उनकी गाड़ी है. Now before we move on to the next thing, if you're finding this useful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. This is a new channel, so your support would help a ton. Okay, moving on. Now if you've been paying attention, you must have noticed that this word here, hai, has different forms. It's time we looked at it. Now just like all our lessons so far, we'll again focus only on the present tense right now, okay? Hai or to be. This word changes its form according to the point of view and number of the nouns and the pronouns in the sentence. So let's look at them one by one. Starting with first person. First person would be मैं and हम. It would be मैं हूँ, I am. मैं हूँ. So the form of है, first person for I, for मैं, is हूँ. मैं हूँ. The plural हम would be हैं. हम हैं. We are. मैं हूँ, हम हैं. So if you want to say something like I'm good or we are good, good is अच्छा. तो मैं अच्छा हूँ. Or if you're a girl, it would be मैं अच्छी हूँ. हम अच्छे हैं. Okay? So मैं हूँ, हम हैं. Acha also has different forms based on the gender and the number, as I just said. So it's acha, achhi, achhe. That we'll look at a little bit later. But yeah, it's मैं हूँ, हम हैं. For second person, if it's तू, it's तू है. If it's तुम हो. So you are for both of these. If you're using आप, it could be आप हो और आप हैं. So तू है, तुम हो, आप हो, आप हैं. Both of them are correct. Finally, we have the third person. So if it's यह, वह, ये, वो, these are singular. So it would be है, यह है, ये है, वह है. Okay? So if in a sentence you have ye and you have hai at the end, then it means the ye is singular. Next is the plural forms. So you have ye, ve, wo if they are plural. So then that would be hain. Just like aap hain, it would be wo hain. If you have third person nouns, right? So a boy, a man, a teacher, something like that. Then singular would be hai. So ladka hai, ladki hai. Boy is, girl is. If it's plural, it would be hain. Ladke hain, ladkiya hain. Okay? So there are 4 forms basically for to be or hai in present tense. Right? There is hai, hain, ho and हूँ. मैं हूँ, हम हैं. तू है, तुम हो, आप हो, आप हैं. ये है, वो है. ये हैं, वो हैं. लड़का है, लड़कियाँ हैं. So let's look at an example. This is a very short, small talk type of conversation between a guy and a girl. All the text in blue is the girl talking and the other one is the boy talking. Hi Rahul, तुम कैसे हो? So that's Hi Rahul, how are you? तुम कैसे हो? So when we used तुम, we said हो. Okay, तुम कैसे हो? Hi Rahul, तुम कैसे हो? Hello Arya, मैं ठीक हूँ, तुम बताओ. So hello Arya, मैं ठीक हूँ. I am fine. I am okay. I am well. मैं is I. ठीक is okay, well, all right. And हूँ, it goes with मैं. So how we saw that मैं हूँ, so it will be मैं ठीक हूँ. Hello Arya, मैं ठीक हूँ. Hi Arya, I am well. तुम बताओ. तुम बताओ just translates to you tell. Okay? तुम बताओ. तुम बताओ is not a full sentence, but we use it in our everyday life. So, मैं ठीक हूँ, तुम बताओ. You tell. मैं भी अच्छी हूँ. भी is too. So, I too am well. मैं भी अच्छी. So, because she's a girl, she's saying अच्छी instead of अच्छा. So, मैं भी अच्छी हूँ. घर पर सब कैसे हैं? घर is home. पर means at. So, घर पर. सब means all or everyone. कैसे is how. हैं is are. So, how are all at home? That's the translation. So, how is everyone at home? So, मैं भी अच्छी हूँ. घर पर सब कैसे हैं? I am good as well. How is everyone at home at your place? सब अच्छे हैं. सब means everyone. अच्छे, good, हैं, are. Okay, so all are well. सब अच्छे हैं. और तुम्हारी फैमिली में सब? So और means and. तुम्हारी is your. Family is family. में is in. सब is again everyone. So और तुम्हारी फैमिली में सब. Again, this is not a full sentence, right? But this is a very normal way of talking. So और तुम्हारी फैमिली में सब. And that would be and everyone in your family, right? So सब अच्छे हैं और तुम्हारी फैमिली में सब. She replies with सब life enjoy कर रहे हैं. सब is again everyone. Life enjoy कर रहे हैं. So that is are doing. Okay, कर रहे हैं means are doing. So सब life enjoy कर रहे हैं means everyone is enjoying life. So as I've said many times, you can easily use English words. So सब life enjoy कर रहे हैं means everyone is enjoying life. Then he replies, अरे वाह, सुन के अच्छा लगा. अरे वाह, वाह means great, wonderful, awesome. So अरे वाह, सुन के अच्छा लगा. सुन के means having heard. Okay, सुन के is having heard. अच्छा लगा, felt good. So this becomes good to hear basically, right? It was good to hear this. सुन के अच्छा लगा. अरे वाह, सुन के अच्छा लगा. Now see how we've used the different forms of है. Starting with तुम हो, मैं हूँ, मैं हूँ, सब हैं, सब हैं, again सब हैं. Okay? So, hi राहुल, तुम कैसे हो? हेलो आर्या, मैं ठीक हूँ. तुम बताओ. मैं भी अच्छी हूँ. घर पर सब कैसे हैं? सब अच्छे हैं. और तुम्हारी फैमिली में सब? सब लाइफ एंजॉय कर रहे हैं. अरे वाह, सुन के अच्छा लगा. So, that's it for today. I hope you learned something new. Let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts or topic ideas for future videos. Thanks for watching till the end. See you next time. Take care.